Let me ask y'all a question. When you marry someone, it is required of you to be faithful to that person. Regardless if you're happy or sad or irritated or frustrated, even if the person don't want to show you love back, when they give you attitude, you get your ups and downs, your good days and your bad days, you still have to be faithful. Do y'all agree? Well, it's the same thing with God. You have to be faithful to God, when he blesses you and when he don't blesses you. You see, we live in today's generation where, a lot of us is seeking after God's hands, and yet we are still unfaithful. You see, 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 2, it said, it is required of stewards that they be found faithful. And that means we got to be faithful in our walk with Christ. We got to be faithful in consistently loving our enemies. We have to be faithful and consistent in seeking God's kingdom first and his righteousness, and with our tithes and offerings, and just, praying and studying our word, meditate on his word day and night, and overall just obeying his will for our lives. And we have to be faithful in that. When we go through trials and tribulations in our life, we have to be faithful in that, even when things don't go our way. And that means even unto death. Yes, being faithful to God even unto death. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10, at the end of that verse where it says, be faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life. See, the thing about that is, you have to be faithful to God whether he blesses you or not. Honestly, we should be faithful to God just because he died on the cross for us, just because he loved us first, even when we didn't love him back. And that means we should be faithful to him just because he gave us life. In the Bible says, in him we live and move and have our being. Without him, we are nothing. And that should be all the more reasons why we should be faithful to God.